think everything is working as usual. Just gotta do a double check. Mic and desktop audio, yes, good. I'd really rather not have a repeat of last time where I ended up going for about 4 minutes without anybody hearing me. That was not a smart thing to do. Looks like they're working. And as usual, we're just going to kind of kill the first couple of minutes here. First waiting for the ads to condense and then actually airing them. If you're new to the channel, it's something that I do just to make sure that when people join live, they don't have to sit through ads for about an hour. If that's not something that interests you, something you don't want to hear, then go ahead and skip ahead to about 3 minutes from now. Or if you are going to scrub through the video, you can skip ahead to when this GIF goes down. For everyone else, good morning. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you coming by, especially at this new time. I think this is actually the first time that I'm airing on time with the new schedule. If you're not aware, I have recently changed it so that the Tuesday and Thursday streams are pushed about 4 hours ahead of where they were. And that's hopefully just to help some people that want to catch the stream but usually can't get here in time. What else? Speaking of, if you're hearing this message, chances are you are watching the video on demand either on YouTube or on Twitch. And thank you very much for watching in either location, first and foremost. If you're watching on YouTube, I would very much appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. It helps out a lot, and especially if you like this kind of long-form content that's good for being a sleep aid, where you just kind of hang out, listen to the rerun of the stream. I do my best not to be loud or have any jump scares, although you will occasionally hear me coughing, and I do apologize for that. My health is not great. If you're watching on Twitch, then by all means, please do follow. I do this for fun. It'd be wonderful to have you drop by and hang out with me. I'm always looking for new friends to spend time with while I'm gaming. If you're having trouble finding me online, then in either Twitch or YouTube bios, you can find a link to my Discord. There you can just make sure that you're signed in before you click the link, and that way it'll take you directly to the Discord. But we've got a great little community rolling. You can chat with me basically at any time of the day. You can see a full list of games that I have. If there's something on there that you want to see me prioritize, I can do that for you. You can hang out with the rest of the community. We chat, we swap memes, we tell jokes. You can also make suggestions, give feedback, or if you'd like to arrange a time to play with me because you think it'd be fun to do so, I do have channels specifically to organize if you want to play with me either on or off stream, depending on how comfortable you are with doing that. We'll work something out, just let me know. I do have a channel specifically to track the next horror game that I have to play. We're kind of farther away from it now than usual. This has been a very unusual month for me. I run it based on average viewership, but because of construction going on outside, as well as just generally my not feeling well, it's been delayed, so that's a little further away. That being said, we're finally out of the ads, so we'll get back into the gameplay here. I'll just disable that screen. There we go. And we'll get back into blueprints. So we have done 7 runs so far. Or maybe this is the 7th run that we're starting now. I'm not really sure how that works, how it counts it. I would guess if it counted day 1 as the first run, then this would be day 7, so the 7th run. Last time, if you remember, we solved a puzzle in the breaker room to get access to the gem mine. So we're starting off with our first permanent upgrade, which is 2 gems at the start of the run. Plus, that's right, we visited the sauna yesterday, which means we get an extra 70 steps today. And that's huge, to be honest. That's huge. We found a couple of letters. Oh no, that's what it meant by it doesn't reset each day. I should not have put that there. That's really unfortunate. I wish that had been in a better place. Oh well. I will have to keep an eye out for that from now on. But it does look like there's maybe 4 permanent additions we can get. I would guess extra keys, extra gold, and maybe extra steps each day. I'm still learning a lot about the game as we go, so I'm having to figure things out. Let's start with a hallway, because it's an excellent way to make sure that everything is kind of accessible from here. What's this? Yes, I knew that. I check that every time, but it's always just to be safe. You know what? Yeah, let's do the observatory first. Because I think that will unlock something immediately if we check in our book here. 2 stars, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall, so I think I need to still look at it. Yeah, there we go. Good. It's nice that I don't need to actually adjust anything in here too. That's kind of a slow process. So, just so everyone's aware, especially if you're watching this a little later in the stream, I did introduce a new... what's the word I'm looking for? A new channel reward, which is just a single channel reward point, but it's for if my chat app that I use to read chat while in game stops working. You can fire it off pretty easily to let me know. And just for fun, I'm going to fire it off because I think it's pretty cool and I want to test it. Where is it? Here we go. It's called Heroes Not Seeing Chat. There we go. I think it's cute. A little Navi fairy saying that. I know it is the most annoying sound for an awful lot of people, but we're going to do it anyway. I didn't know the parlor could actually sit in that configuration. I can get 2 gems from in here though, so we're going to do that instead of the boudoir. Let's see here. The gems are in the black box. The gems are in a box with a statement. That's not good. So one of them is true, one of them is false. Because there is no third one up here. And based on the rules of the game, there will always be at least one box which displays true, at least one which displays only false. So I think we discount this. It's just not a part of the thing. So either the gems are in a box with a statement, or the gems are in the black box. So let's see. If the black box is a liar, then it would have to be in white. Yes? But if the blue box is the liar, then the black box would be telling the truth. So I'm going to go with blue. I think that makes sense. There we go. Anything else in here that we can grab? No extra gold or keys or anything? There don't seem to be. Why did my phone buzz? Just an email of some sort. Nothing useful. Okay. So let's try going this way. I'm gonna hope for the garage, to be honest. Nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, game 5. If I do the nursery, it will kind of lock me out a little bit. If I do the commissary, I can buy things and continue north. Let me do that. I always tend to try and do the west side first here because this is the one more likely to have locked doors, and I want to be able to double back to unsealed areas if I need to. So I'm gonna go for... This is rough. Courtyard or storeroom? I'm gonna go for courtyard. I have the gems right now, and quite importantly... Oh, look! Sledgehammer. It will allow me to continue going up. And that's excellent, because there should be some chests in the entrance hall here. So let's go this way. Hope it's not locked. Good. Den, nook. See, the den's kind of useless. It'll dead end at the parlor. Let's do the nook then. I'll get the extra key. I have lots of steps today. I'm not super concerned about it. Anything else in here that I can see? Ooh, magnifying glass. That's a good one. Which means, if I can, I'd like to get a break room and go back to the black room. At some point. And I'm ignoring the nook for now because I want to go back to the entrance hall. Let's see what's available in here too, because I'm not sure. I own the sledgehammer. The only things on sale are gems today, huh? And a shovel. Okay. With an airplane, but without a blueprint. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's obviously a hint to something, but again, it could be a red herring. It's hard to tell. The game likes to throw me for loops like that. Okay. Chests. Here we go. Haha. The silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Oh, I wonder if that leads to the hallway. The grand hallway. If it does, that's huge. And what's this black one? Oh, just general keys. Okay. Either way, that's enormous. That's a really good find. I hope that is recurring, to be honest. Okay, it looks like we'll have to do the bedroom. It looks like I have to. Ooh, gold. Gold is good. Greed is good. Haven't said that in a while. Okay. Green room is synergy, but I think I'll do security because it'll let me go to the right, and I want to maximize my available space. Plus, who knows, maybe I'll find an upgrade disc in here. Upgrading rooms is always helpful. I knew that. Okay. Just for fun. Oh, that's interesting. Red memos are lies unless written by hand. Huh. I hadn't seen that before. That's cool. Okay. That is new information. Red memos are lies, but if they're written by hand, it's true. Anything else in here that I haven't seen yet? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. So let's go this way. I'm trying to find a way to the right so I can maximize that. The den. The den will be good. Because I can grab a gem off the top. There we go. And then I do believe there is a way through here. And I'm going to do the nursery. I haven't drawn it yet. And those extra steps could come in very handy. Plus, I'm just not really sure what's out here. Or what's in here, I should say. Can't interact with any of that. Mother Goose. Ooh, gem. Hey. Found another book. The Red Prince. Okay. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne, and he had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. Let's examine very carefully everything I can. Because sometimes information lies in unusual places in this game. Okay. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Excuse me. Hey, Red Lobster. Okay, nothing there. Nothing on the rose either. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. Somebody took a lot of time to color this in by hand, and it's very pretty. But the eyes are a little crazy. Okay. I'm actually kind of surprised Na isn't here yet. He was looking forward to joining the stream today. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. Birds in the sky. Okay. Oh. There we go. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. Well, the clouds are gray and white as well. Oh, never mind. Because it would be cloudy too cloudy to read. Or raining, I guess. It makes sense. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? Nope, because it's not written on there. Okay, nothing there. A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess what the clues that we've said. I would guess it's a red book. Which can't be good for him, or at least not too interesting. He's already read it. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. Okay. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a prince and his book, the red book we just read. Dang it. Oh, that is the end of it. Okay. Oh, I wish I wasn't so unhealthy. I am sorry about the constant coughing. I'm doing my best, but there is not much I can do about it. Alright, let's see here. Anything else in the room? Not that I can see. Okay, I think that takes care of everything, and there wasn't anything in particular in that book. No secrets or hidden notes or anything. So, let's continue up. Let's try and go north first. Laboratory. I've never been in the laboratory before. Okay, we're gonna do that. There should also be a computer in here that I haven't used before. What's this? I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Okay. There's smudges, but that's about it. It looks like it's just pencil. Test tubes. Microscopes. What's this? Here we go. Heating and cooling curves. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. We're going to put it into... There we go. Blueprint spoiler stuff. There we go. And Mount Holly freezer. Complete thaw at 18 degrees Celsius. Okay. 0.1 parts per trillion to 0.5 parts per trillion. Yeah. Atmosphere at 93 kilopascals. I bet this is the important information. The parts per trillion, the kilopascals. That might be important later on. This doesn't look like a standard table of the elements. I'm going to print this as well. I mean, obviously it's not a standard table of the elements because it's not including any of the relevant information, but I'm getting the feeling this is going to be important because I think these are elements that exist. I just don't remember what they are. Stuff up there, chemical bonds. lots of handwritten notes that I can't get at for whatever reason. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at this. And the question is, are these in the right order? So plutonium, I think that's plutonium. Number 1, number 7. I'm just checking over to the side. 3, 4 should be PA. Yeah, okay. So I am again going to print this screen because who needs a journal when I can just take screenshots? That makes things much easier on me. Here we go. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Oh, which means it won't work until the boiler room is on the map somewhere, I take it. And I think the boiler room is a red one. So let's check. Red rooms. Furnace. Maybe I haven't done the boiler room yet. I'm pretty sure it is, though. Let's see. Yeah, no power. Okay. I mean, that's fair. That means I just need to get the boiler room on the map somehow. Let's see, anything else over here? Nothing on the ground. Oh, there is a red letter right over there. I want to see what that says first. Okay, well that's clearly untrue, and it's handwritten, or it's typed out, which means it is a lie. Let's log into network first. What was it? Swan Song. Swan Song. There we go. I'm glad the password doesn't change each day. Okay. Data transfers. Nothing. I don't think I have any other terminals I can access. Okay. I'm just making sure nothing's changed while I'm doing that. Running shoe, shovel, sleeping mask, sledgehammer. I'm kind of curious about the sleeping mask because I haven't done that yet. I haven't even seen it. So yeah, let's approve that order. I'm thinking maybe having it lets me get more steps the next day, the same way the sauna would work, but I'm not really sure. Okay, so let's go west for now. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room. I've got enough stuff for now. I'm going to do this again. Plus the sauna was a very handy room yesterday, so if we can get that again, that would be great. I keep thinking this is a shovel, and it's not. It's just a net. Alright. The gym, whenever you enter, lose 2. Keys spread throughout the house. Oh, that's huge. But the breaker box would also be helpful, and this is going to dead end anyway. You know what? Let's do the locker room. Yeah. Ooh, running shoes. Occasionally save steps when travel longer distances around the estate. Across the estate and grounds. Cool. Well, hello there, Connor. Welcome back. Thank you for joining. I don't know if you saw, there is a new channel reward for 1 point if my chat stops working as well. It is the very annoying Navi. But
Hey, listen.
there you go. Yep. I think it's cute.
Hey, listen.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I knew I should have made it more than one.
Hey, listen.
Alright. Hey, Apple. That was not worth a key. But they should be spread out more, so that's good. Well, pester too much and I might have to adjust it, but I thought it was fun no matter what. Oh, not much. How are you doing today, Conop? It's nice to see you. Thank you for joining. I have no idea if this is helpful at all. Like a bunch of oranges and that's about it. Got another key. Okay. Hungry? Have you not eaten yet today? Wow, there are so many lockers in here that can be opened. It's going alright. Just exploring the joys of blueprints again. Had a pretty easy day aside from the usual coughing fits. Have I even done anything aside from just playing Final Fantasy this morning? I don't really think so. You burned the spaghetti. How does one burn spaghetti? And that's not like sarcasm, I'm genuinely curious. How does one burn spaghetti? It should be boiled in water, right? Unless you fried it thereafter? Which is unusual, but would be interesting. Oh! Damn, you barely had enough water then. Holy cow. I guess I'll do spare green room, because I don't need the weight room. I did that one time with soup when I was sick. I ended up going outside, or not going outside, but I ended up like putting the soup on a very low setting to keep it warm, and then I fell asleep because I was like really sick. And I came back in the morning and it had all evaporated and was kind of burning onto the bottom of the pot. I was quite fortunate it did not ignite and set fire to the house. Yeah, the only good thing about it was that I had remembered to put it on a low heat instead. I was like, you know what, I'm not feeling good. I'm not gonna sleep for the next couple hours. I should keep this warm. That'll be nice. Big on, thought. Okay, so I only have a couple of them left. Ooh, access to the garage. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. Because I want to unlock this car. It is somewhere in here. Or the key is in the coat check, the claim room. I did that the other day, and I want it back. Because I know that I can get into the car somehow with it. Thank you for sharing some of your artwork on Discord, by the way. corpse. Let's get rid of him. It was cool seeing all that you can do. Here we go. Ban that guy. I got a real kick out of my joke about Zhang beef earlier. I made myself cough pretty hard. I was laughing so hard. What's this? Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship. Your absence must be accounted for, Miss Babbage. Alright. It said there were supposed to be 3 keys in here too, and I have not found a single one yet. Which is less than stellar. Well, I suppose I can come back and find them later. That's not a huge issue. Ooh, what's this? It's an intercom to nothing. Okay. Are you going to get yourself something else to eat other than spaghetti? Other than burned spaghetti now that you're hungry? Can't climb that to look in. Oh, here they are. 1, 2, 3. That's huge. Very helpful. Thank you. Okay. So, no matter what comes up, I need to prioritize more doors. Corridor it is. Because I am very, unfortunately, short on them. Locksmith, pantry, breaker box. Okay, pantry. I'm getting a lot of dead ends, and I'm not liking that. What do we have here? More fruit before Friday. Okay. Ooh, I can use a special key. One with lots of doors. Let's do it. Aquarium is every color of the room. That's cool. Okay, yep, we're doing that. Oh, but the dark room. I can't do the aquarium anyway because I don't have a gem. The dark room I do want to go back to once I have the breaker. So we're going to do this. And thankfully that's already open. I don't need to worry about that. It's unusually convenient. It's a 2-door gem room. Let's do that one. Can't tell what it is, but I'm hoping it's good. It's a bedroom. Yay. Alright. Give me some gems. Thankfully, I have access to 2 more doors with the foundation here. I didn't think I'd put it in a good spot, but apparently that's not a bad spot for it. At least this run, it has saved my butt. And I would very much like to know how to activate this lever. But there's nothing up there that will make it easy to access. So, we're going to go this way, and hopefully I get something I can open. Ooh, utility room. I was just looking for this. Okay. And because we're close, I'm going to try something a little different. which is I'm just going to flip the darkroom breaker back on to see if it's actually flipping the breaker because of how many other things are powered. It doesn't seem to be, okay? Now, there is somewhere in here a picture that I wanted to look at with a dude that had a note in his hand. Not that. Was it this one? Here we go. What's this say? Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Print screen. I don't know who Hartley is, which is unfortunate, but we're putting that there anyway. Hartley. Who is Hartley? Dennis is the father, Marion is the mother. Sinclair is the uncle, the grand uncle. No code on that. Okay, that's fine. So I'm not sure who Hartley is. I'll have to look into that later. I didn't have this last time I was here. Nothing back there. Okay. I don't think there's anything in here. At least nothing that needs to really be zoomed in on or examined closer. Right, yeah, even that doesn't have a code on it that I can see. I would like access to the apple orchard, though. So at some point it would be nice to find. Okay. The garage is over here. I'm gonna go back and not that way. I'm gonna go back and flip the utility closet breaker box to turn the garage on as well. I went the wrong way. Because for whatever reason, it looks like there should be something in the garage. I don't know why it's always flipped off. Let's go down, around. I only have one more chance to get out of here too, to continue this, so we're going to examine this first. This may be the end of the run, if I'm being honest. I think, unfortunately, I have kind of screwed myself out of things. But I do have an awful lot of steps, so I can explore basically as much as I want to. Ooh, garage door open. Haha. Now I wonder if that means I can actually go unlock the gate on this side this time. Can I jump in the water? I can't jump in the water. Okay. Because there have been a couple of times where I've looked at this and it wouldn't open inwards. Haha. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Yes! Second upgrade. post about this in the Discord too. Waylord might be sleeping. I'm not really sure what's going on, so I figure he will like to have those moments readily available. Okay, let's explore a little bit more outside the house then, because I'm not sure what's over here. Ooh! That's cool. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of... This is perfect for today. We're making this a hovel. Hell yeah. Because I have so many steps. Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravane, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your service as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging in the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Okay, yeah. I mean, if this was where I lived, I'd probably be half-hearted about it too. They gave him a hovel outside of the mansion? What the hell is this? There is a literal mansion and they give him a hovel with a bed with a little bit of straw on it, not even a straw bed. You would have to pay me an awful lot to do a good job in spite of those conditions. Alright, so let's look up here again. So I wonder if this can only be the garage. I'll have to check tomorrow, but it may be? West Path to grounds. Yeah, see, that goes out. That might be why I was always having such a hard time finding it, if it can only be connected to this specific room, which is 4th. I wonder if... because there should be other blueprints in here, right? I was sure there was a way to check house history. There we go. Day 1, day 2. That's so weird. House history. Because I absolutely have gotten access to the garage a couple of times. And it's always on the outer sections. Patio. Utility closet. How very strange. The garage literally is just disappearing from my blueprints. Huh. I mean, whatever. We shall see. Okay. I'm gonna go back up to the foundation. It's my only way through right now. So right, left, left, straight, right, straight. Right, left, left, straight, right, straight. Okay. Crap. Yep. It completely screwed me over. I can get access to the office, but I can't go left. Okay, well, whatevs. Last time there was an upgrade disc in here. There does not seem to be this time, unfortunately. Okay. And still nothing important in here, but I know I can turn that. Which will open this safe. Or like bring the safe up, but I still don't know what it has to do with anything, to be honest. What's this picture of? I was thinking maybe it might show something about the flames that were lit, but it's not. Nothing written on the book, nothing in her hand or her pockets. Where are we? Okay. So the picture is nothing of any great import. But what is she holding? It doesn't look like a pencil. It might be. Maybe like charcoal from a sketchbook? Potentially. Just for fun, we'll spread gold in the estate. Return to menu. And this includes each servant's quarter and maid's chamber currently on the estate. I wonder if it would also put it in that shed outside. I'm curious. Let's log into this terminal again. Because I've never actually been able to do the remote access before. But with the lab on here, I should be able to check security or the laboratory. Actually forgot I'd opened security as well. Oh! Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. That's interesting. Just for fun, let's try immediately. Spread dirt on the driveway. Because I'm basically done with this particular one anyway, right? There's nothing else I can do there. Except for exploring and experimenting and figuring things out. Let's see. Okay. Return to the network. Let's check the email again. I don't think anything is particularly important here. Okay, return to menu. Remote access. I don't have a shelter yet. I'm not sure what the shelter would be, even. Keycard system, view estate inventory. So there's 4 keys and 16 coins kicking around. Again, not that any of them really matter at this point, but we're going to check anyway. Utility closet is pretty useless at the moment. I still want to know why this cabinet is missing a button. Because that's driving me pretty mad. Let's see here. So we're running around a bit. And I did have a purpose for it. Right, I wanted to go check outside the garage because that should be the driveway. And I want to see if there's dirt on the driveway now. I'm assuming that's the driveway and not just like outside the mansion. Also, I'd like to see about digging up some of these dirt spots. If there's a shovel here, there is. Good. Excellent. I don't know if there's any point to digging things up in here, but there are an awful lot of dirt places that I can dig. So we're going to do that. I don't need to go into the hallway. Oh, this way. Commissary. Courtyard. Garage. So I'm looking for where it said spread dirt on the driveway. I'm wondering if maybe that's at the front of the mansion then instead of over here. Also, I want to check that this hovel again, because this might have a paycheck in here. It also might not, because he was fired. Ooh! I didn't see that before. Is the other one still lit? It is still lit. Okay, cool. Now the question is, will that stay lit tomorrow, or will I have to reset it again? I mean, we'll see. It's all I really can do. Nothing up here. Okay. Make a wish. I don't think it has anything to do with anything, but I'm going to continue doing it because I had the coinage. Here's the dirt on the driveway, okay. Deposit box key. What the heck is that for? Unlocks box 304. Well, I don't have like a safe or anything aside from that one in the office, but the one in the office had a combination lock, so nothing all that important, at least not yet. Alright, the right one is turned. I think that's probably it for today then. I don't have anything else I can go experiment with or look into. I have extra keys. I'll go check the locker room before I go. Who knows if there will be something interesting in there. I do have a lot of steps left too. Oh, extra key. How does this not count as a staff room? That's what I'd like to know. Let's go this way into the den. And sure enough, nothing in there still, much as I would like it to be. Also, why are these saying different times? Oh, they're not. Okay, the clocks are equal in time. Let's see here. Anything fun? Some coins. Research logs. Okay. If I pause the experiment, can I change what it was? No. Okay. Well, that's fine. I still want to know what this is for. I mean, I'll eventually find it. I do have a picture of it now, so I don't need to worry about it. Everything should be in the right place. I investigated this very thoroughly. Let's go check the locker room. Didn't I unlock these already? I did. They all closed up again. Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, whatever. I am just curious if maybe there's something special hidden in these lockers other than just fruit. Yeah, see, check this out. Six or zero. Okay, well, we'll print this screen. I'll send it back in here. I feel like I did open some of these, though. Let's check the backside, because I haven't opened any of these, and I know that. Open this one. Coins, which are pretty useless to me at the moment. Huh, secret key. It's interesting that it's in there, but interesting is all it is. And unfortunately, I am still locked out, so we're going to call it a day. Okay. We still learn stuff. We permanently unlocked the outside, which is excellent. Save and continue. Because I've got at least one more run in me before the 2 hours is up. Although yesterday went a little bit long. Day 8. I think first thing I'm going to do is run out to that hovel. And unfortunately, the observatorium isn't permanent. Okay. It kind of sucks that I have to use 4 steps for this. 2 to get in and 2 to get back. However, it is very important. Shelter! Ho, 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 ho. Shrine and shelter? What the hell is this? Okay, but we're doing the shelter first because this has a computer I can access. And I know that because some of the remote access in the other ones was there. Time lock safe. Well, why doesn't that work? Canned water. There's bunk beds. Yeah, okay. Canned fruit. Canned... Ooh. There's a note here. Here we go. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Okay. Time lock safe. Oh. At least 1 hour in the future. Well, what's today? I don't know what today is. Unless it's actually talking about now. So let's try October 9th. and then we'll see what happens if I try 3 p.m. because that's my time. I have no idea what the data time is. Okay. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all the doors in the house will automatically unlock. Oh, that's huge. Okay, print screen. It's 0.10 USV. Okay. So basically, with a combination of this and the experiment, I can make all doors unlock. Depending on the experiment, of course. Does it say anywhere what the day and time is? Does not. Okay. And I want to go check up here as well before I go back into the house to see if that really is the only place the garage could be. No, see, it's different. There's no plank here now. Interesting. So the outside still seems to follow certain rules. Huh. Okay. Another thing I want to check is if I look out here, that is still lit. Cool. Okay. We are learning stuff. Alright, let's go this way again. Corridor. Observatory. Yes, observatory. Because I have 3 now. The slice plus 3 steps. I wonder if I can adjust it a little bit. Maybe not. No, doesn't seem like it. Okay. Let's go this way. We're gonna do the den. I like the parlor for the extra gems, but I still need access to other things. I wish there was a calendar somewhere so I could know what day it is. I don't need that one yet. I'm gonna have to do the chapel. because I need to maintain this. Also, I didn't really think about it, but I should probably take pictures of these while I'm here. Print screen. I hadn't really expected to use Discord like this, but it's coming in handy. Because it's 3, 6, and 4. I'll do it here just in case. It has been. It does do the job indeed. And it's a lot easier than creating an individual save file on my computer. It's not exactly like I'll be playing this without a connection to the internet. Look, it's in the same place, so this must be the only area the garage can actually show up from. Interesting. Okay, well, we're still going to do that, because I like having the garage here. Plus 3 keys is huge. I don't really need to get out yet. If I can find the coat check room... Oh! Oh, that's huge. I forgot about this. I drafted the chapel, which means the shelter is protecting me from it. Haha, no key or no coin loss. That's awesome. Okay, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hooray! Welcome, Nah. Thank you for joining. How you doing, friend? It's good to have you here. Attic? Damn. Okay, let's do parlor. It's a dead end in most areas, but not here, thankfully. Anything fun and exciting going on in your life? Or are you just too excited to be here? Not a problem. You multitask as much as you need to. Your presence is appreciated. A box next to this box contains gems. A box next to this box is true. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. Okay, so these two are lies then. Well, if something is going on in your life, hopefully it's something good. This is a lie. This is a lie. This is true. So this one. Oh. Well, I hope that someone accepted and things go well for you. That is tomorrow, I do believe, and I hope it works out. Courtyard, utility closet. Let's maybe do utility closet. Because then I can go 1, 2, and back and around. Yeah, that'd be good. Otherwise... yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm guessing you're multitasking because you're busy cleaning things up then? Making sure everything is spotless for the visitor that might be coming tomorrow? That's very fair. Good music taste and basic manners are excellent things to desire in someone. Particularly the good manners. I guess I wouldn't know what it's about, but you're welcome to share if you'd like to. I would be curious to hear. Alright, so going back this way. Because unfortunately I blocked off this section of the house. There's nothing else I can do there. But I can come back this way. Do I have any gold? Okay. Well, no problem now. You don't have to if you don't want to. I hope the presentation goes well then, for whatever it is that you're working on. Let's see here. Less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Sure, let's do that. Plus, I think... Oh, what's this? What is this? Oh, that's interesting. Do I get to keep this? It's a treasure map. X marks the spot up there. Today, another, I think, 40 minutes? Yeah. Because I've been on for an hour and 20, and I try and do 2 hours at a time. So yeah, another 40 minutes or so. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just north of the foundation. Huh. Hopefully that's not too long for you, but a good amount of time for you to get your multitasking done. Oh, drafting strategy. Okay, so I checked this one. It didn't mean anything. Swimbird we haven't seen yet. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. I don't think that's going to be super important. Let's try this one. This might teach me something. Simon P. Jones. Alright, well, I will try not to distract you too much. I'll let you focus on your presentation as much as I can. I hope you don't mind the coughing and the mumbling as I'm working my way through things. This is a tremendously interesting game. At least to be playing. I don't know how much fun it is to be watching, but I'm enjoying it at least. Ooh, a dice. That's big. That's big, big. Alright, let's go this way. Laundry room is a dead end. Drafting studio. Ooh, to permanently add. It'll dead end me, but I think that's probably worth it. Oh, okay. Well, as long as I'm not the distracting factor, that's cool. Oh, I haven't put it in yet. Okay, yeah, we're going to do this one. Here we go. Okay, we're checking this right now. So print screen, Saturday was day 1. Saturday, November 1st, or November 7th was day 1. I'm actually going to take the picture here. There we go. Perfect. All right. That means I can actually change the safe next time. I'll have to find a clock first, but it will help. Drafting Strategy Volume 1. Oh, okay. Well, I will read this in a second. The Great Hall Partitioning Plan for Saturday, November 14th. Well, I already kind of discovered that, but I'm going to take a picture of it again anyway. Because that is handy. Print screen there. And it's good to know that it won't be changing. At least I don't think so, because I've had this same result before. Very detailed model of a paper safe. What is this room? Is that the boudoir? It might be. I'll print it anyway, just to be sure. Back to the game. Here we go. In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. I knew that, okay. You're more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each future room you draw today. Dormitory. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting I'm not sure what that means. Gain 10 steps. Each time you enter, that could be huge. Like, you could just back out and re-enter and get infinite steps. Yeah, that's enormous. I just don't know what that symbol is. A drafting room, maybe? More likely to draw unusual and rare rooms. These small sleeping quarters devoid of frills and distractions are ideal for the student, scholar, or denizen of academia who wishes to focus on their studies without interruption. Next plan. A quaint floral sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. Ideal for tea in the afternoon or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. Access to Mount Hawley's clock tower has always been heavily restricted. Time is sacred, and any tampering of the estate's governing timepiece has never been risked. But I could probably tamper with it if I get it. Which means I might be able to mess with the time safe as well. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get this one. Hello there, Zahir. How are you doing? I'm not sure if it's Zahir or Zahir. I'm doing pretty well, thank you. How are you? Yeah, I'm gonna draft this one. I'm glad to hear that. What brings you in today, friend? Welcome in, goat. Were you just browsing for blueprints in general? Here we go. Also, I'm sorry, you've come in at kind of a weird time. I'm just looking at this book that I haven't seen before, so there's going to be a bit of reading. And I apologize in advance for the cough. So let's see. The drafting spectrum. Violet prints are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan print contains design for hallway. Yeah, okay, I knew that. Most violet dreams. So have you beaten it already, Zahir? Just checking. And if I'm saying your name wrong, please do correct me. I'm assuming it's Zahir, but it might be Zahir. I'm not sure. I'm just asking because right now I'm on day 8, and if you're interested, I've got a Discord which you can follow the link to. Okay, so I've got a link in my bio if you want to join the Discord. I have a channel set up there where I'm keeping track of all the like clues and hints and things that I've seen, so that can kind of help you out as far as if there's an idea of how far into the game I am. But I'm only day 8. I didn't quite make it into the antechamber, but I figured out how to get the northernmost door of the antechamber open, as well as the east and west doors. It's just getting them all together that's kind of being a pain in the ass. I also managed to, just for your information, unlock the Westgate Path and the Gemstone Cavern. So I have got access to the outer room, and I'm working my way through everything with that. Yeah, it's really hard to tell how far into the game you are, aside from just talking about the unlocks that I have, right? Because I'm not sure if there are like specific story beats that I have to get or that I should have gotten that I can explain to you. So I'm doing my best. The best I can do is show you these are my permanent unlocks, and here's all the clues if you want to check on Discord. As I said, rather than having a notebook, I've been taking screenshots of things that are clues as I find them and throwing them into the Discord in the particular channel. I think I just called it Blueprint Spoiler Stuff. And you don't have to by any means. I'm just letting you know if you want to keep track and go along with me. That's an easy way to do that. Hiya, Sailing. Welcome back, friendo. How you doing? Happy Thursday indeed. I'm doing alright, thanks. Yeah, I'm not sure how many there would be, Zahir. I'm kind of looking for it, or I'm keeping an eye out for it. It looks like there's space for 4 of them. Because like there should be a 3rd here and then a 4th here, I'm imagining. Yeah. It seems like probably. This is actually interesting. I want to take pictures of these things, and then I can read them later as well, just in case. So I'm going to put these into the Discord channel, just because I don't want to be focusing on it too much. I only have so much time scheduled for this after all. Print screen. And getting back to this room might be a pain in the butt. So, type shops, color gold, average number of doors 2, extra items never for free. Synergies with a coupon book, a coin purse, and a vault. Huh. Associated resource vexation. I like that. So what are you up today, Sailing? Up to today. Alright, fair enough. Shelter, tomato soup, and skilled players. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Sorry, hold on. I gotta go do something, and I don't know if I'll be here before the stream ends. Alright, no problem. Thank you for hanging out. It's nice that you were finally able to make it. I appreciate you coming in now that I made time for you. And don't forget, I will be doing it at this time Tuesday and Thursday for the foreseeable future. At the very least, until Noobnat is done playing Outer Wilds, I'm trying to make sure nobody has to choose between the two of them. And she says she's starting that next week. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you again next time. Prismatic rooms. You may on rare occasions notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of room associated. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while orange and green would be a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is very useful as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in this volume. It can give you bonus steps for having a nursery, as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. Okay, yeah. As we reach the end of this volume of drafting strategy... Okay, cool. That was surprisingly informative, and I will definitely want to explore those more later. However, I'm going to have to redraw some of this, I think. No, I get one more chance I can use the patio. Alright. And I don't think I have any other green rooms in here, so this is the only one. There are dig spots here, but I don't have a shovel right now. We're just going to have to keep going. Spare green room, guest bedroom, bedroom. I think I'll probably use this one for now. I'll try and get some extra space out this way. Plus, it helps me not burn through my steps, which are surprisingly low right now. Rumpus room is really good, and I'm kind of curious to see if the genie has more to say. Or if he's just going to repeat the same cutscene. So let's have a look here. Oh, which, by the way, Zahir, if you're interested, and I'm kind of assuming you're still here, I hope you are, I do have a YouTube channel. If you want to go back and look at the playlist of episodes so far. So they are kind of long because they're just the this recordings of the streams. But if you want to see exactly how far in I am and like what I've learned, that's an awesome way to do it if you ever want to catch up on that. Maybe there's something you missed, I don't know. But I forgot to mention that, and since you're curious, that's information for you. Speaking of, I saw this guy for the first time yesterday, and I am curious if he's going to repeat it. So we're going to watch this cutscene again, if there is one.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a drum.
This is a cool cutscene.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And
Okay.
I suspect you wish me.
There were a couple of times, or last time, he mentioned 3 things that I had already figured out.
Is becoming clear.
This is new. Okay.
I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both.
Interesting.
Decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes
Okay, I've seen one of those.
resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by
8 different hands? Holy cow. I saw the one from Dennis
8
in the boudoir.
letters, of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms,
Huh.
there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen
Why would there be a letter missing?
by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
This is such a cool way to foreshadow things. I really like that. It's so interesting. Okay, we're gonna continue on here. So I gotta see if I can get to the right. Dark room. Nope. Nook, pantry. Okay, if I do any of these, it will end my run. I have to redraw. And my run is still ended. Okay. Well, that's super lame. But I did get to learn things at least, which is helpful. So, we'll call it a day here. And I don't know if you were in at the times here, but I did learn some cool things, including having been in that drafting room, I learned the current date. So I can actually affect the time safe next time. The time lock safe in the shelter, which will be cool because I did not know which day and time it was set for. I'd also like to know what time this starts at. There we go. It looks like 6, 7, 8 a.m. If I'm correct, if I go out here, it should be 8 a.m. on this clock. And indeed it is. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Which means if I can get to the shelter, the bomb shelter, and set it for whatever today's date is at 9 a.m., I should be able to get in like really quickly to whatever it is. Trading post. 8 classrooms to today's draft pool? Oh, because that's the thing. So the classroom is what the drafted plan for the dormitory was. I'm going to try it. I have no idea how that will actually affect things. But I haven't been in here yet, so I'm going to look. Because sometimes there are weird little knobs to turn. And I don't know if you've found some of those knobs yet to here, but I have found 2 of the gas pipes, I guess, for the little viewing platform down here. You found them all. Okay. I found 2 so far, so I'm definitely behind you in that. There is one in there? Oh. Because I found one in the hovel version of it. But I didn't see one in here. Let me check again. Because I don't want to miss one. I'm very curious what that's going to do. I assume there were 4, because there were those 4 pillars. And each pipe has connected 1. Oh yeah, I'm blind, thank you. I would have 100% missed that. Thank you for helping out with it. Awesome, I am really curious about that. I feel like something really cool is going to happen when I get the 4th one out, because it's all pointing towards this house-shaped crown of the mountain. Oh, can I? Because the one that I got was in the mine. That was the 3rd one. Oh, they're all outside. Okay. Where would the last one be then? Because I kind of figured that there's one maybe around the apple orchard, but I haven't found the combination for it yet. I'm not sure what's in here either. Because I have looked over here. I know this is just a gate in, the same way that over when you get the driveway for the car, it's locked out. And I already did the one inside the gem thing here. I haven't figured out how to move the minecart, the message in there talked about, yet. I have to get there behind somehow. And see, there's this lock on the orchard, but I don't know what the combination is quite yet, so I'm not going to brute force that. I brute forced the dartboard puzzle the very first time I unlocked that, and I don't want to do it again. Yeah, okay. Well, I see it. It's right there. Okay, well, I will find it eventually then. Thank you for not spoiling it. I appreciate that. Your help in that room that I had already discovered was greatly helpful. I don't usually like spoilers, but since I was there anyway, I appreciate you not letting me miss it for sure. That would have been annoying. It's absolutely one of those moments where I'd have gone further into the game, realized where it is, and then felt like kicking myself for the next 20 hours because I missed it. Alright, I have burned enough steps outside for now, I think. We're going to go back in and start looking around the mansion. Yeah, I appreciate that. That was certainly very helpful. My big thing with a lot of these kind of mystery games, or I don't know if you've ever played Curse of the Golden Idol or Case of the Golden Idol, but chat wanted me to play that the other day, and I say the other day, but it was probably a couple weeks ago now. My big thing is I just want... I'm fine with people thinking together with me. I just don't want them to spoil things for me. If that makes sense. Like, I don't want the answers given, but it's fine to think along with it. Okay, yeah, this is volume 3. This is a different one. Kimberly Thompson signed this out last. I think she signed out the last one too. A wine cellar? Okay, hold on. This looks very important. Reader submitted gem strats. Most of them agree on one guiding principle. Have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all three presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. Yeah, that's fine. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Make sure you check for gems in the room you are in before clicking on the door. Yeah? If you see gems for sale in any... No. Don't pass up wine cellar, even if you're not thirsty. Okay. I've never seen the wine cellar yet, but it's good to know that room is there now, even if it's a dead end. Think about saving for an emergency, yeah? I will never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. Well, that's kind of dumb, because sometimes you need passageways. Planning your house. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start with the foundation each day. Draft early ranks first. Yeah, well, I do that anyway. That's fine. Top drafting combos. Oh, wow. The terrace is nice. If you draft Cloister before Terrace, you'll be down 3 gems. But if you draw them reversed, Cloister would be free. Yeah, that's fair. Foyer drafted before Great Hall. Ooh. That's a really good idea, to be honest. The foyer in the Great Hall, because I didn't think about that. Last time I tried to get into the Great Hall, I had to use keys to get through. And I've only seen the foyer once, but that's really smart. You won't have to backtrack constantly to collect your gold spread from office if you draft a conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. That's awesome. Wow, I haven't even seen some of these. The more items you have, the greater your chance of being able to create a contraption in the workshop. The workshop? I haven't seen that one yet either. Okay, cool. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. You'll find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. They're not powerful on their own, but they can be very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility closet is the perfect example of this. Yeah, I knew that. Oh! Okay, I didn't know that. Turning the lights off in the gym prevents the step loss. That's so cool. The garage and the dark room I'd already figured out, but the gymnasium one was surprising. One of the more simple examples, her ladyship's chamber has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms. Her boudoir and her walk-in closet. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. The next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. Okay. The boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific destinations. The laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room. What does the garage use power for? Speaking of pump room, this room controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, kitchen, and several other features located outside the main house. Oh, I wonder if I can use it to drain out the wishing well out front and then gather all of the gold that I've tossed in there over the days. That's cool. I'm going to screenshot that one because that's helpful. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. Oh. That's cool. Yeah, because I noticed that as you go out front, it gives you the option to toss a gold coin into the wishing well. So if you can drain out the water using the pump and boiler room combo, then you might be able to regain all of your coins. Hey, Waylord. Oh, you are very late. I have been taking screenshots of clues and things for you, Waylord, in the Discord, so you can see how I'm doing. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom. Oh, okay. Each time you solve a puzzle in billiard room or parlor. Oh, well that makes sense, I guess. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it. Yeah. The day after drafting freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle. It cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. That's interesting. So Waylord, what you missed, by the way, is I got out of the garage and unlocked the west side. So I got that as a permanent unlock. Yep. I got into the drafting room, so I know which day it is. And I can access the time lock safe now once I figure it out. I also unlocked the clock tower, which I think means I should be able to mess with the current time. Or at least the current time it says on the clocks. Which I'm assuming means I'll be able to access the time lock safe earlier as well. I'm not sure. I haven't been in there yet. I'm just assuming. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's smart to move on. Multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you'll come across. You'll find a piece of information which will help down the road. Draft rooms you've never seen before. Yeah, okay. Some of this was important information. I'm going to post this as well. Okay. Probably. I gotta tell you, the first time, if you go back and watch the first episode, I think, Zahir, you'll see me solve the billiard room puzzle, but I don't actually solve it with the dartboard. I just kind of brute forced it, and then I found the actual information for how to solve it yesterday. I have this very strange thing happen where I'm incredibly lucky and incredibly stupid at the same time occasionally. So you may be frustrated and laughing and in equal measure. A rotunda. That's cool. Weight room. I don't really want to do that, especially not this early. While drafting in classrooms, you may draw new floor plans one time for each. Ooh, that's cool. I really want the rotunda, but I don't have the gems for it. Yeah, I'm still on day 9 at the moment. Freddy. With the correct color: purple grapes, yellow scroll, green flag. Huh. Maybe that's a blueprint. Is that why you did it? You must really like red. Hey, Caleb is the Red Prince. 2 steps, excellent. Oh, I thought maybe I'd get to fill it in too, but I don't. Let's see, anything else in here? Grade 1 classroom. Classroom puzzle, can you find the difference? I certainly hope so. There's a tub and a bat over a forest. I hope you can find the difference, children. Ooh, car keys. Let's finally see if I can get those back. Well, I hope so. Wait, what? I didn't break anything. No, it said that you're talking about the cutscene, right? From Alazar, whatever it was that we just saw. He said that just like the pictures, there are letters that are missing. Like one of the 8 red letters you'll never find, and one of the pictures you'll never find. Yeah. So I've only found letter number 4 from the boudoir that Daniel wrote. That's clever. Yeah, that's clever. I like that. The difference between a bat and a bath is H. Yeah, I like that. That's funny. That's cute. He's thinking along with me, Waylord. It's okay. I don't like spoilers, but if he's thinking along with me rather than just telling me the answer to things, I'm okay with that. Clarissa had to do that with Case of the Golden Idol that one time as well. Sometimes I'm dumb. Yeah. And see, I wouldn't have thought of that as a double entendre because I was literally thinking of it as these red letters because it showed 8 of them, right? All right. I'm going to stretch for a second then. Yeah, it's impossible to stay 100% spoiler free, I think, but also part of the fun is being able to think along with people. And that was a good suggestion. I would not have thought of that. And as far as I know, that's more for humor than it is for anything else. Because I was still thinking of it as tub instead of bath. And we had that same issue with Golden Idol as well, where the symbols on the back of the idol were not the words that I thought it was supposed to use. But I guess that does make sense, because there's like a prayer in a crowbar, or beads in a crow. I don't know. There have been symbols, like in the cafeteria and things, where it shows 2 pictures, with and without. And I don't quite understand those either. We'll figure it out eventually, I think. Ooh, the laboratory. Okay. We're definitely using that. I did see this earlier, by the way, and I put pictures of it in the Discord, Waylord. Let's do this experiment. Experiment setup. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, that's dumb. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room. Wow. For each bedroom you draft after your second. Why don't I do this? We'll do whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, you gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. That sounds like it'll be good. And I still need to make the boiler, or to find the boiler room so that I can turn this on. Not sure what it's there for quite yet. It might be useful for unlocking all the doors in the house, because the shelter did mention that when it reached over 12 rads, it would unlock everything automatically. I already saw that. That's not important. At the moment, it's not important. Oh! This is Kimberly Thompson. Okay. She's the one that's been signing out those books before me in the library. Let's go for the parlor, I guess, so I don't lock myself out here. No, you know what? I'll do this one, because the hallway will be able to let me through. And for now, I can use the gem, the key, and the coin. I do like how these blueprints show where this painting actually is on the map. I think that's interesting. I'm not sure why it says E here, though. Maybe entrance? E for entrance? What was this? This is nothing at the moment, okay. We're going to try and go north. Secret passage. Requires a gem. I'm not going to do that quite yet. Chapel, don't need. Spare green room, yes. Okay. Was that a shovel? That might be a shovel. I don't have enough gems for that. Let's do this one. It's a shovel. Haha. That's a good find. Oh, by the way, Waylord, don't know if you saw, I do have a new channel point reward available, so that yesterday won't happen again. It is now the single token, or the single channel point.
Listen.
That one, yep. So if you're ever trying to get my attention and I'm not responding, hopefully that'll help.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, caught up, found that too.
Lizard.
Ooh woo.
And now you're just having fun with it, which is cool. Well, yeah, but
No.
even if it's not something serious, it's still good to alert me that I'm not seeing messages. I don't want it to seem like I'm ignoring you guys, because I'm not, I promise. Okay, let's do... See, whenever I hear that one, I think Nat's come in. I don't think she has, but it sounds like it. That's Waylord. Okay, good, good. She asked me for that one specifically. Boat and a crow. Okay. I'm hoping this is going to lead to the garage. Yes, I was right. Okay. And I finally have the car keys. Ha 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 ha. I have been trying to do this for like 4 days. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights. Small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods were already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. Okay, well, that address might be important for something, so I'm going to put this in here as well. Was that really all I went in here for? Oh no, there's another trunk I can open here. Okay, cool. Hey, upgrade disc. Cool. Alright, that's awesome. I like that. Okay. I can grab these 3 keys as well, which is huge. I really like getting into the garage that way as a result. It's kind of a pain that I don't have it aside from that, but it's good to know it always shows up there. And I just want to check the history, because I think... Oh no, the garage is showing up now. Okay. That's so weird. Why is there a giant thingy here? Is there a safe in here somewhere? This looks like that other room that I was looking for. In the drafting room. I could be wrong. Oh well, no big deal. We're going to continue this way. And where are we? Oh. Okay. I guess that's the end of today's run. I kind of forgot that had sealed me off getting into the garage. And I think I'm going to lose the upgrade disc as a result. No, I can access the laboratory. We're good. Ooh, that was close. I think I can still do it in here. Exit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Hooray. Parlor data has been found on this upgrade disk. Okay. 3 gem prize, 2 wind-up keys. If you open an empty box in funeral parlor... Whoa. Lose 30 steps? Holy crap. I don't want that one. I don't need the 2 wind-up keys because I'm pretty good at the logic puzzles so far. I guess we'll go for the 3 gem prize. Yes. Okay, awesome. Now, unfortunately, that is indeed the end of the day here. I think I'll go try and check the shovel into the coat check, though. I should have enough steps to do that. and it'll be handy to be able to retrieve it. If I can draft it again. I don't know if I'll be able to. Check item... shovel. Okay. Because I don't really need the car keys anymore. At least I don't think so. And with that, I think I am going to call it a day on stream. I'm getting pretty worn out lung-wise anyway, and it has been over 2 hours. So thank you very much for watching. I hope, Zahir, I hope to see you again. It was really nice having you. Conop, thank you for always being here. Waylord, even if you were late, I appreciate you showing up as well. Tomorrow I will be back on at my usual time, so that's earlier in the day for you. I'm not sure if that'll work better or not, but I wanted to... I got to start shifting a little later on Tuesday and Thursday to accommodate Nat playing Outer Wilds, which she said she's starting next week. You were the one that asked that, in fact. I did, yeah. Just a little bit. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is still the usual time. It's just Tuesday and Thursday I've shifted later in order to accommodate her so that you guys don't have to choose between us. And I'm looking forward to it as well. So I'll probably be watching when she starts playing too. But either way, I will be calling it a stream here. And thank you again for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Have a good day. Oh, maybe I should do a raid too. I'll have to check. I don't know if there's even anyone online that I would raid. Channel... Yeah, I can send you to Grim. That'll work. Raid channel, Grim Curio. Okay. I will not say a word to her. Grim Curio. There we go. Thanks again. Have a good day. Man. And stop streaming.